Hello and welcome back to this episode 221 of Nugget's Dungeon Terrain. It's been a while, but I'm revisiting my fantasy terrain. I'm starting off with my 5th version of a cave tile system. I've created this to coincide with my 3rd Kickstarter campaign. This is the 3rd in the Dungeon Crawler series. It's called Deep Abandoned. The terrain you're about to see was not only used to play the game, but it was also used to take the photographs that he used as examples in the book. The first 2 dungeon crawlers in the series will also be available as add-ons in the campaign. Here I'm going to be making some basic 4" by 4" tiles, but each of these squares that has been cut has an extra almost centimetre on each edge so that I can add walls around the outside. Here come the walls now, and they will look a little bit thin, but they're only 3 centimetres high. This is going to give more accessibility to the hands while moving the minis around, and more vision to the players from any angle. The walls are going to have extra terrain features to prop them up, rocks and pieces of foam. They're also going to be braced by these pins running through on each of the sides on each of the angles. My scraps container is overflowing, so where possible I'm going to use some of those pieces torn up and placed in the corners and on the edges to break up the square effect on the outside and make it more of a cave on the inside. So here I've been pressing different sized stones into the plaster filler. From a distance it looks like I'm covering most of the gaps and making the inside a little bit more irregular, but up close you can see all of these spaces, so I use a wet cotton bud to smooth it over just a little bit more. To transition between that wall section and the floor, I use some extra sand. This is where those stones and the wall would erode away and deposit on the floor. Caves are dangerous environments even without creatures in them, especially if you're clambering around with lots of gear and weapons and armor. So one of the biggest risks is falling. To highlight this, I like to create some pieces with jagged cliff edges instead of nice, safe walls that hold the players in. I use the probe in a sawing motion and on a mostly 45-degree angle so that it's undercut or it's overhanging. I use the same technique to create this bridge section. I use this strong pigment powder to mark the area most walked through the cave, and then I use some chalk pastels to mark some of the other areas and break up the paint scheme that I already used. This 8-piece cave tile set has some really cool add-ons which I'll be showing you in the next episode. So if you haven't already subscribed, why not do that now? And remember to check the link to the Kickstarter campaign down below.